What is up, YouTubians? How's it going? My God, what a day. This case just gets crazier and crazier the deeper you dive. And boy, is it crazy right now. Phew. Why do I look all washed out? Hold on a second. Uh, Looks better. A little tan going here. Hey, Joyce, how you doing? Jessica, I hope you're feeling better, hon. I hate that you're going through that. Juanita from Daley's channel. So I got some of his awareness to this info. Yeah, I found out a lot today, even more than we had going on last night and the night before. It just keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper. Oh, man. ER again. Some underlying issues. Do you have any coexisting comorbid? What do they call them? Comor. I don't know what they call them. Colo. What's up? San Francisco. I just had a San Francisco State shirt on. It's changed. Hey, Jim. What's up? Juanita and Wilson. So we got crazy shit happening in this case. We got modeling agencies. We've got Kayla and her husband working at the same tattoo place. We've got all of the players in the same venue within 1 week of each other. And I'm talking Tommaso, Cioni, uh, uh, DJ, what's his name? Mijito, and Kayla, and William. I finally got those pictures back that were blocked off of my computer in red. I deleted them all and I went and found them all again. So now I got those back. OG Nanny, what's up? You're here for it. And guess what? I got a phone number now, too. Just got me a phone number about, I don't know, half an hour ago. Google Voice. I didn't even know how to work it, but continue. Ready for the call. Check audio settings. Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Are you saying hello to me?
Well, okay, we got it.
You're frozen on my thing.
I'm frozen on your screen.
Yeah.
You're not in the studio.
No, but I just came out here for a second.
Yeah, I haven't brought you up yet because you're not ready. We are trying to get our stuff together here, Samantha. Watch from Alabama. Linda A. J. Wood. What's up, Jim? Good to see you. Good to see you. So, we got some crazy shit going on. I wonder if this phone is going to work. How do I put the number up here? Let's see. All right. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Hello. Allow mic access, it says. Click to allow use your microphone here. I just did. I'm all set up, it says. Well, we'll see. Am I frozen? I don't look frozen. I don't feel frozen. It was hot today. It was probably, I don't know. It was hot. Let's see. Let's edit this. I think that is our number. And hey, that was a hang up. So we may have calling ability. The trick is now is to get it on the screen. I'm not going to start calling yet, though. We're going to get into let's get into this video real quick. All right. Okay. All right. We're going to kick it off with this little video here. I better share the screen first, right? I'm known to be an idiot and not share the screen. There's Mrs. Mab. When she shows up, she'll be right there.
Breaking news in the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping case. A detained suspect walks free without charges, but fresh local reports point to...
Okay, we know this guy's already gotten busted and released. I don't think he has anything to do with it. He's not tied to anyone that I can find out yet, but we'll see.
To intensified police scrutiny on family connections, including a missing bandmate and hidden activity at related homes. So I'm Joseph Morris, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Tommaso's band
Joseph Morris
is something that was old and, 2012 or 2017 or whatever. No, he was playing gigs in 2022. Okay. So I don't know if he's playing now or not, but he sure was not too long ago.
And don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get straight into this.
This guy has done some shady stuff, but this is kind of going to have to do until I get rolling here.
Major update. Authorities pulled over 36-year-old Carlos Alberto Palazuelos Jr. in Rio Rico and Nancy Guthrie's Ring doorbell camera footage. FBI Director
I think there's two guys, too.
Kash Patel emphasized they're pursuing local persons of interest, saying the priority is finding Nancy and holding those involved accusation or neglect of vulnerable adults.
Now, why did she have this on her door? Why did she have an adult services investigator?
Okay.
Adult Protective Services. Deborah M.
Hi.
It's Mrs. Mab.
Sorry.
It's here. Hey,
I was
Nina.
busy.
Luna Moon.
Whew, okay.
You're here.
I'm here.
That was put up like 3 days after she was gone. Right. So we don't know what that means, but whatever it is, it's not going to be shining a candle to what she was up against with these crew of miscreants that we have lined up for you guys.
Like Nancy. What prompted the Adult Protective Services to check on Nancy before she disappeared? That definitely raises some red flags. It's still unexplained, but it does point toward possible issues within the family. The perps able to enter the home so easily without forcing it. And
Some people are thinking that it took so long because somebody was messing with the camera, making her stuff go off. She is really pretty, huh? I think so too.
Oh, thank you. I can't see chat, so.
And she doesn't even have her hair down. Wait till she has that. I think he must have been hiding in this corner over here. You know what I'm saying? And then like screwing with the camera and making her phone go off until she came outside, and then he smacked her over the head with something like that. Or there was two people. And I don't see why there couldn't be two people with the exact same backpack, the exact same jacket, the exact same mask, the exact same build, everything. There could have been two of the exact same person. In fact, if I was going to do something like that, I'd do it like that.
Can you get chat?
Sure.
I had your thing open. I just.
Oh, down.
Is that easy?
Yeah, it's that easy. She's not really tech savvy. Sage, what's up? How you doing there, darling? So I think somebody was probably waiting for her outside and smacking her over the head. Who are these two? Huh. Anyway, Derrick Callella. I think there was FBI at his house today or yesterday.
shifts the focus, but these reports about Tommaso and Dominic's disappearances, the deleted band page, and police swarming a bandmate's home feel like the real meat of this update. It's bizarre how the band's dark bio and Dominic's criminal past align with the timing, though it could all just be one major coincidence.
I don't think so. Not
Could Dominic have been hired to execute this crime, given his history with burglary and robbery? The specific footage request around Annie and Tommaso's place suggests investigators are double-checking the family's timeline, which makes sense in a case with blood trails, a disconnected pacemaker, and those unexplained family dynamics like the Uber ride and garage entry, especially tied to the Adult Protective Services card, which might mean Nancy was reporting this neglect by Annie and Tommaso before her disappearance, though that's unconfirmed. Also, unconfirmed rumors swirling on X and social media claim Tommaso had significant gambling debts, possibly even millions owed to a Mexican casino, which could have made him desperate for money from Savannah's $50 million fortune.
Millions in debt.
That's hard to believe.
If you were thousands in debt, I'd have you killed. Not millions. I wouldn't let you get millions.
But millions, that's kind of hard to hide from your spouse. Millions.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Fortune and led him to hire a friend like Dominic to pull this off. But these are just viral speculations without official backing. Nancy's need for daily meds adds heartbreaking pressure after 10.
I don't think this guy's up to speed on anything. So we're booting his ass.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Now we got Kayla Huebbe. That's her name.
Kayla what?
Kayla Huebbe.
Huebbe?
Huebbe.
Huebbe with an H?
H-U-E.
I thought you said Shooby, like Scooby-Doo. Scooby?
No, it's Scooby-Doo. Huebbe. I got notes sticking around here, all kinds of stuff flying around.
Oh, Patriot Pride official said.
Utility box right around the corner from Nancy's. No, I did not hear that. I was too busy diving into tattoo shop, modeling agencies, all kinds of stuff like that. and putting all these people within 1 week in the same venue, all at the same, damn near at the same time. So we've got Stellar Tattoo Studio. Okay. That happens to be where Kayla Day works to present, is what it says on her thing. Let me share the screen. Okay. Stellar Tattoo Studio, Tucson, Arizona. They got tattoos. This is their Instagram page. And William Huebbe also works at Stellar Tattoo Studio. So they both work there.
That was the longest George has let me hold him up to the camera for a while. That was baby George, our little rescue kitty. Sorry, I get obsessed with cats.
The kitty person.
That's George.
Okay, we have somebody.
That's my Jojo bear.
I got to thank Sleuth Intuition #1. #2, Adam from Patriot's Pride.
Now I got cat
We
hair
stuff
over me.
down last night. Now we've got this woman going even farther. 1111 True Crime. She's got 42,000 subscribers, and she went deep. So we're going to look at her stuff. But first, I'm going to show you. So here's the Stellar Tattoo.
Sorry, I had cat hair in my lip gloss.
So Stellar Tattoo has both Kayla Day and William Huebbe, whose picture I re-found. This was I'm going to have to do some screen sharing and dumping and all that. So just bear with me. Okay.
Yep, we love the kitty.
All right, now a lot of clicking going on.
One feather, the elder abuse card on the door was because maybe Annie and Tomato were financially mismanaging her. That is super possible. I remember APS came out to check on my mom. And it's really weird because her husband wouldn't let them in to see my mom, and they came by 2 or 3 times and he didn't allow them in, and then they just left and never followed up again. So it's not it's a little iffy.
I tried to get him out into the easement so I could whoop his ass, but he wouldn't come out there. He's a punk.
Wow, there's some serious ink there.
Yeah. This right here is William Huebbe.
Which one?
The one I'm circling with my mouse. Bottom left.
We can't see it.
I can see it.
I can't.
You can't see it?
I can't see your mouse. So lower.
You see the lower guy in the lower left?
Well, there's 2 guys on the lower left. Is it the end on the end?
Yeah, lower left. This guy.
Okay.
See my mouse?
I don't see it.
See it now? It's right in your eyeball.
I can't see it on my computer. It's not there.
It says there a person at our front. Oh, there was a person at our front door when I snapped this screenshot, dropping off a package, and I happened to catch it. Anyway, this is William Huebbe. When he was in jail, he worked out a lot, and he was huge. These are his Hells Angel biker buddies.
All those guys
he met in the joint when he spent 11 years for human trafficking and running over an 80-year-old lady, not running her over, but smashing into an 80-year-old woman's car and killing her. And then running into the desert with a broken foot.
And he only got 11 years for that?
He didn't even serve 11 years. He got 11 years, but he served something less than that. And we'll find out because I've got some more pictures of this guy. Let's see here.
I'm getting the stare down. It's almost treat time.
Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Okay. All right. Let me get this over
They
here.
don't see your mouse either, honey, but that's okay.
All right. So this is him on July 30th of 2023.
Okay.
So this is only 3 years ago. He hasn't lost all the weight yet. Now this is September 20th, 2023, September 30th, 2023. So that and that, I think the pictures must have been at a lot different times, but posted nearly at the same time. Because he posted this one on September 20th and he posted this one on July 30th.
Yeah, he looks older in the second one in the red shirt.
He is older.
Yeah.
He's shaved and he's smaller.
Yeah.
He works at Chrysler, Jeep, Tucson. See that? Upside down and backwards.
It's hard to see. It's kind of small.
It's upside down and backwards, but it says Chrysler, Jeep, Tucson. And it says Willie. It says Willie, I believe. Now, there he is again. I'm glad I'm not.
Younger. Hi.
This is posted May 28th of 2023. I'm glad I'm not there anymore. So he was recently out of 10 right here. See, Kayla, Noel, Kayla, Huebbe. And it says works at Twisted Angels.
That's the tattoo parlor.
No.
No.
Tattooer.
Oh, that's the modeling.
Twisted Angels is the modeling agency where that other chick works that pranced around out in front of Nancy's house.
In the black leather shorts.
KiKi works at Twisted Angels as well. But she works at Stellar Piercings as well as William. Okay. Now, we've got all these guys connected, but we even got more now. This is Derrick Callella, ransom request for Nancy Guthrie, the first one, the Bitcoin requests. He's known at the La Rosa venue, Dark Sonora. DJ Mijito, resident DJ, La Rosa, Dark Sonora. Satanist filming at Nancy's home, La Rosa and Dark Sonora. So we're putting them all in the same venue here. Kayla Day, arrested before Luke Daley, and previously we don't know if she was with Luke Daley or not, but likely. But we don't really know if they had intercourse, whatever you want to call it. We know they did drugs together and they did crime together. So that La Rosa, Dark Sonora, same place. Luke Daley, we all know about him, connection with him, arrested with Kayla Day. Now we got this puzzle. We got Annie Guthrie, Car and Evidence, author of The Good Dark. Now just listen to how everything about these people is dark and black and evil. Everybody in this scenario has something wrong with them mentally. You know what I'm saying? The author of Good Dark, The Good Dark, Ocular Poetry, Oracles, okay, Witch. She's a witch. Tommaso, Early Black, same venues. DJ Mijito, guy that was, he's DJing these fetish balls and shit. Kayla Day, twirling by her titties. You know what I'm saying? She does all the shit. Sam La Rosa and Dark Sonora Venue. And now we got Luke Daley here detained. Connection to Nancy Guthrie. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people here, all connected to the same stuff. Now, whose eyeballs are these? That's a pretty good.
Someone said, so Miracles Traveling said that the bodybuilder tattoo guy looks too big to be the masked man.
Well, the bodybuilder guy lost a lot of muscle. You want me to check my email? Hold on.
I just think that seems, I mean, even height, that guy seems like a big guy, and the guy in the mask doesn't seem like a big guy. So that's a possibility. That's not him.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see who else is here. So Adam Hayes, Jim, Patriot Pride Official, Lisa Thompson. I said hi. Going through One Feather.
Yes.
See you later.
Yeah, this is. I got this picture right here.
Risa Joe, hi. TWY.
September 29th, 2025.
Hello.
Yeah, this is Huebbe and Kayla right here that you got here.
Luna.
Let me save the image.
Games. Jaco, Samantha, Sage. Hi, Sage. Juanita. Nina. Just trying to say hi to everybody.
Yeah, I've already got this picture, so I ain't worried about it.
I think I got it. Oh, Rhonda. Oh, gosh, there's somebody I'm not going to be able to say it right.
Okay.
Chloe SF. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. Crystal Crossan.
DJ Mijito.
Amanda.
Lovely looking fellow, right?
Oh, yikes.
Lovely looking guy, isn't he?
Yeah, nice necklace. Oh my gosh.
These are the types of twerps.
Oh, see, now I see your mouse.
Oh, yeah.
Or your cursor.
And we got Tommaso.
Tommaso.
And we've got, what's this? Kayla Noel, TikTok. Piercings make it all better. Come in Friday and Saturday. Kayla stabs things. TikTok. So these guys have all these different accounts. There's another one of Luke Daley. Believe it or not, that's Luke and Kayla. Right when they were probably right around the time they got arrested. And there's Luke with the mustache and the beard. And then he all of a sudden shaves for the interview. Okay. Yeah, facial hair. Bam, right there. What else do we got here? We got, well, let me just start with this video here, and then we'll take it from there. She does some digging.
Can't see it.
And this is 1111 True Crime.
We can't see it.
Oh, damn it. I always do that. I'm on pictures.
And we've got, I'm going to say hi to a couple more people.
Okay,
OG
go ahead.
Nanny,
I've got
Willow. I think I got, oh no, Pitro, something. Pitch Road Mama, sorry.
Pit Road Mama.
I think I got everybody, but if I missed you, I am really sorry. Welcome.
And share it with you. Now, this is a trigger warning. Let's get our goats out.
Goat screams. I like that because I'm the goat, right?
Right.
Yes, he is. The guy goes by multiple alias, but his name is really William Huebbe. At least that's what the arrest record shows.
This is unlike any video or live I've ever done. First of all, I want to start this off by saying I am spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially protected from all attacks.
Good. You're gonna
I am
need it.
protected by the blood of Christ, my Savior,
Amen, sister.
and that is who I answer to. I also love my life and would never, never self-delete that it is against my religion. You might say, wow, Mama D, that's so dramatic.
That's what Virginia Dufresne said too.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw Monk's Intrigue also on Sleuth Intuition. They have connected a lot of the players.
wait down the path we're going. I gave
But she adds a layer even more than those two.
you a trigger warning. This gets deep, it gets dark, it gets horrible, and I have a limited amount of time to
or both. That person would have left her there and gone as fast as they possibly can. Get as far away as possible.
Trying to get through
You
this.
don't bring the body with you. That is the best evidence in the case. And to keep that with you, to take it somewhere else, to then spend more time hiding it. You're putting their DNA in your vehicle, you're putting their DNA all over you. It increases the risk that this offender took exponentially.
I take it.
The only reason why you would want, there are two reasons why you want to remove the body. One, that's what you came to do. You came
Yes.
to kidnap this person, you're going to find them, and you're going to take them away. Two,
What happened?
That's what I want to know.
it increases the risk that this, and so that is why you take the body away. You make that extra effort, you take that extra risk because there is a known connection.
okay.
So this is no botched. In your opinion, she was sacrificed.
Oh, yeah.
Good chance of that. She did dig. She got her info from Monk and Sleuth and went deeper. Yes, she did. That's why I'm playing it. And then I dove even deeper, but I think I'm deep enough in this crap. I think we all know what's going on here. At least I think I have a pretty good idea.
So if the only reason that you would basically remove the body from a home or the person from the home is one, if that is what you are there to do, that's what your goal is to remove the person. And then there wouldn't be anything else missing, would it? Because the one thing you want is the person. All right. Number two, you are known to that person. You are known to that person, and therefore leaving the person may provide the direct connection that reveals who you are.
Right.
I personally do feel 100% that this is an inside job, but I don't feel that the insiders are the top dog.
Exactly.
Right.
I think the top dog is a big dog. It's so big, he can like fake his own death and not be in prison anymore and be alive. This old lady can jump out of frickin' prison and be with him. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I did the comparison with Ghislaine Maxwell side by side. It's not the same lady that they got in jail now that was in there the last time I saw her. Completely different person. So she's out and Epstein's out. And they're together somewhere, running around, getting revenge for what Savannah did.
I feel they are the enablers. I believe it's somebody extremely close to Nancy. I'm not saying it's family, but is it family? I don't know. Oh, thank you so very much.
Bam.
And none of us really know how to say his name, I guess, but
Callella.
Callella,
Callella, little Bella.
Callella, however you want to say it, Callella. Hey, McCarthy. Hi, Nikki UK. Rach, not that Rach is in the house. Hey, Lala. Hey, Smudger,
Yeah.
Tina Kent.
Callella.
Good to see you, Janice. So, I want to do a huge shout out to Sleuth Intuition,
Yeah.
to Brian Enton,
Now,
and to Wax Unfiltered, because I'm going to be using clips. Now, Sleuth Intuition is the one that put me on the path by.
yeah, that's what put me on the path. So he's the one that actually broke this stuff originally. And then we jumped on and dug more and things like that.
Watching his video. He has a big piece of the puzzle, I believe, but it's a piece. I believe there's far more pieces that connect and link up even further, but I'll let you be the judge of that. So this is Derrick Callella,
Callella.
whatever his name. We'll call him Callella. And Derrick is the one that did that thing to Annie and Tommaso, where he was like, well, let's look at what he said. Let's just actually look at it. So this is actually his, I think this is the probable cause. On February 2nd, 2022, KOLD, a CBS affiliate.
I'll save you the time. Callella says, did you get the Bitcoin? We're waiting on our end for the transaction. Annie C. and Tommaso Cioni, I guess she goes by Cioni, Annie Cioni and Tommaso Cioni received those texts while in Arizona, and also 9-second VoIP call. VoIP is voice over IP. It's just like Google Voice, you know. It's I actually did the patents on VoIP for Genesis Telecommunications back in the 90s when it was a new thing where you could make phone calls over the internet. So I was involved in that technology before it was even available. So that's that. We know that. They got his IP address. They went right to him. And so they were waiting on their cut. But I think there's not much honor among thieves, right? So I think we have some other players in this mess, this dark, dirty, BDSM, nasty ass mess, who are trying to beat each other to the punch to get some cash out of this deal. I wonder if any of them even got paid. If I know anything about Epstein, he probably got him to do it for free. What? No, none. What, Jim? Nobody got anything? This Epstein, he probably got him to do it for nothing and promised him something. And once the deed was done, he was like, screw you guys, I'm out. I'm supposed to be dead anyway. How are you going to find me?
Tucson, Arizona, received a ransom.
So we already got that, past that. So we're going to jump ahead because I'm skipping past the filler.
Now, I just drove all the way out to San Diego. It's a 6.5-hour drive. It's basically the same, you know.
This is the voice of Sleuth Intuition right here.
8 hours to LA, shy of 8 hours. He's done it before. August 26th of 2022. He was invited by resident DJ Mijito.
There it is. Secret mutilator is Callella. And DJ Mijito, I believe, is the photographer for Kiki. I'm pretty sure that is true.
Now, Mijito is part of, was one of the creators of Scorched, the fetish ball. And if you go look at
Scorched Damnation. I just want to go to that. I want to go to I want to go to that place. Scorched Damnation. Fetish ball. Good Lord. I feel gross even saying that. Scorched Damnation Fetish ball. I mean, who goes to this shit? My God. And there's Kayla Day right there. Getting ready to make out with this chick.
Kayla Day, aka Kayla Noel, she's also representing the same fetish ball, Scorched.
Stop right there.
Scorched Fetish Weekend. Callella in Tucson. Guest of Satanic DJ Mijito.
So, Callella, Derrick Callella, the one arrested that contacted Annie and Tomato, okay, he is connected to them by making that. Did you get the Bitcoin yet?
Yeah.
We're waiting on our end. He gets arrested. Sleuth Intuition goes onto Derrick Callella's Facebook, and it connects him to Scorched Fetish Weekend, which is also co-hosted by this Mijito, or whatever his name is. He's a DJ.
DJ Mijito.
Okay. So the guy that connects Derrick to these two right here.
There he is.
You remember them? Do you remember them?
Right, they're all part of this fetish.
Okay, come on. Let's go back up. These people that were in front of Nancy Guthrie's. Do you remember them? Yeah. All of them. All of them.
February 7th, 2026. Dark Sonora. Unholy Events. There's your name for your corporation. Unholy Events. Present the Tucson Fetish Ball. How could you be more anti-good, anti-God? This is just the opposite of good. Dark Sonora. Unholy Events. I don't want any part of your unholy shit. I mean, just doing this makes me feel dirty. Just reporting on it. You know what I'm saying? It's not good.
Now remember, they are blatant satanic. They advertise themselves as unholy. They're definitely Satanists, right?
What the hell is that? Is that an ear? Oh, Lord.
And Kayla is into the scene very much so. She does all kinds of.
What?
And Kayla is into the.
She's all tied up and bounded up.
Scene very much so. She does all kinds of stuff like this. You can see she takes pictures.
This is, I don't know, but at the event.
Of people there. There's a lot of scenes where she's actually at the ball. And it gets really, really trigger warning bad. Yeah. Really trigger warning. We're at it.
So this is Kayla Noel Huebbe, because we know now that it's William Huebbe, the human trafficker that she's married to now.
All right, I have to go.
All right, do your treats for the dogs or whatever, the cat and the dog.
We did treat time, but I gotta take my shower and get ready for work. So,
all right.
I'm going to say peace out to everybody. Thank you for coming. This is a good episode, so I'm sorry to miss the rest of it with you guys, but have a great Sunday night and a good day tomorrow.
We'll do it.
See you next time. I'll see you next time.
All right.
Good night.
Good night, sweetie. All right, let me see if I can get a better situation here. That's too big. It's more like it there. How about like that? That looks better. Sorry, I keep looking over this way because this is where my stupid monitor is. And I can see a big giant picture there. And if I look this way, it's really small. So sorry, I'm not looking at you guys. I'm looking over here. So I have to control all of this stuff. I do have a wonderful wife, Jim. I'm very happy with her. I got lucky.
Right there. Hold on. There's like a billion buttons.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, and it didn't even it didn't capture it. Okay, she works for Twisted Angels. The people here that you're seeing on screen right here, they're also into the same fetish stuff. And they're actually at the same fetish club that Kayla's filmed at. And so is this Derrick Callella is being invited by the DJ that created the event.
And guess who plays there? Early Black, Tomato band.
So
that means the band members are also in the same place as all of these other people. So the band members, those three, plus I was doing something over here. So all three of the band members, Tommaso and his two band members, Derrick Callella, and all these people are connected. And it's not just a coincidence. These people are a crew, if you ask me. I think they're a crew.
when we look at her little fetish things, look how serious she's into it. I told you, trigger warning. She's hanging by her skin.
She's literally
We saw that.
hanging from her flesh.
That's Kayla Day. This is Derrick Callella, arrested for ransom request on Nancy Guthrie. Also connected.
We know that this is DJ Mijito, Satanist. Who is this guy? This is DJ Mijito, but who is this dude here? I want to know his name. Or is that DJ Mijito? They look kind of similar. But we'll find out later that one of them is gay. I can't remember which one.
To La Rosa and Dark Sonora.
DJ Mijito is a gay guy because it'll show his own biography soon. No problem, Jessica.
I say Dark Sonora and talking about the Satanist Fetish Club. This is DJ Mijito. He's the resident DJ. He is a co-creator of La Rosa's Dark Sonora, the Unholy. They're all Satanists.
If you guys want to come up here and chop it up with me about this, you're welcome to come up. Let me drop you a link. We'll probably only have one at a time, or two maybe, because it gets hectic if there's a lot. There she be.
We then have that couple that came and did their little photo shoot in front of Nancy Guthrie's. They're also there. And they're filmed at Nancy Guthrie's house with Kayla Day, who was arrested the day before Luke Daley, and then previously arrested with Luke Daley. He says he barely knows.
All right, Jessica.
Hi, Mab.
Oh gosh, you sound terrible.
I'm actually feeling a little bit better.
God, I'm so sorry. Let me get you up here.
Are you going to show my ugly face to everybody?
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
I'm so sorry you're not feeling that good. It's your voice. You're feeling better
Yeah,
physically, but your voice is still out of it.
yeah. So they're not sure exactly what's going on with me, to be honest. They know that I have the flu,
Mm-hmm.
but for some reason, my blood pressure keeps really going up really bad, and they're not sure why. I used to have high blood pressure, but I haven't had high blood pressure in over 6 years. So they're not sure what's going on. So what happened this morning was I was asleep and I woke up and I was like drenched in sweat. My arm was numb. My blood pressure was 160 over 110. They
Damn.
took they took me by squad. I got to the ER. I wasn't having a heart attack again. This was the second time I'd been there with my blood pressure like that. They have no idea what's going on. They don't know if it's the flu that's doing it, but
How long have you
just
been sick?
since last Sunday.
So it's been 1 week. Anybody else in your family sick?
My grandson has been got sick on February 16th with the flu B and strep.
So you got
And
it
then
from.
yeah, so it's been through our whole family. And then day before yesterday was when my daughter-in-law went back to the ER and she now has pneumonia.
Jeez, walking pneumonia.
Yeah. And she's pregnant.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, so it's bad.
And is it the weather? What?
We have
Alabama?
no
Is that Alabama?
no, I'm in Michigan.
Michigan. Okay, that sucks.
Yep. So it's really bad. And I actually was the one that was proactive. I was taking like vitamin C and, doing all the things. And
Yeah, I was sick. I was born premature, right? So my lungs weren't
mhm.
developed. I was in an incubator and all that, and I was sick for like 7 years. Like I was like sick for 7 years of my life. Was just out of it sick, and then I guess I built up a really good resistance because I don't really get sick.
So that's what's wrong with my daughter. She was born early and she had an infection in her lungs
Right.
when she was born like 6 weeks early.
Mm-hmm.
And so now she has a very weak immune system. And anytime she gets sick, so the same thing happened to her when she was about 14. She was
Wow.
misdiagnosed with the flu, which is what happened to me. If I had been properly diagnosed on Tuesday, I could have gotten Tamiflu and probably not been as sick as I am because
Antibiotic.
no, I would have been able to get Tamiflu,
What's
which is
that?
it's it's what they give you when you're like if you're within a certain time frame of getting the flu and you're diagnosed, they can get and your symptoms aren't as strong.
It's an antiviral.
It's an antiviral drug.
Yeah.
So, and because of my age and because of my autoimmune disease, I could have gotten it. Well,
You're only
because
like
I was
30, right?
no, I'll be 48 in April. So, but thank you. I appreciate that. So, but yeah, I
I'm only
mean,
50,
well, good for you. You don't look that 50 either.
a little older than 50.
Oh, well, but
It's like,
anyway, but being misdiagnosed put me out of the category in order to get it. So now I'm in the stage that I'm in now, which
right.
that same thing happened to my daughter when she was 14.
Mhm.
So yeah, so this being misdiagnosed thing is really a big problem here in the state
Yeah.
because
Our,
they're not swabbing patients correctly.
and our medical practice in the United States is not great.
I mean,
You're
I'm
not
a
supposed
big
to have an operation in 2022, and they said, "Oh yeah, you're going to be fine 6 weeks." Well, it's been 3 years, and I'm still numb. I cut my whole cut upper my lower jaw, pulled my whole face out, and then plated it. At Arch Bars.
I actually just wanted to get on here, Mab, and tell you how much I appreciated you saying a prayer for me last night, because when I tell you that things have just went crazy, you have no idea. Like, when I came home from the hospital today, my best friend just called me and her husband just had a massive heart attack. Like, she's on her way to the hospital because they're getting ready to put a stent in him. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, all I have done is been on my knees praying today. And this is like God is doing some kind of crazy stuff, and he's like making all of us get together and be together for some reason. And I'm not trying to be some holy person, but he's got some hands on somebody somewhere, and he's bringing us all together for a reason. That's all I'm going to say, for a reason.
Definitely
And
show some dark shit.
yes. And if Nancy is the reason that we're all end up together, God rest her soul.
Yeah. You know what? Nancy's dancing with Jesus. She's happier than she's ever been in her whole entire life.
Yes.
I ain't afraid of dying. When you die, it's to be celebrated.
I'm sorry, man.
It's okay. But death is to be celebrated because you get to be with Jesus.
I know.
No
And
more,
I'm okay with that.
no more sorrow. You get to see your mom, your dad, if they're passed, all the loved ones that you that have passed on, great grandparents that you never even met, and they're all like 30, right? And
Yep.
it's going to be good. But
I
we're all
can't wait to hug my brother.
yeah. My brother too. I lost my brother. That's about 9 years ago in a motorcycle accident.
Yeah,
I
I
could never
lost my
ride my
baby brother
bike
too.
again. I sold my Harley like 6 months ago.
Yeah, actually, my brother's the reason why I lost all my weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother was a type 1 diabetic,
Uh,
and he died when he was 28. And so, yeah, that's why I got healthy, was because of him. And then I had grandbabies, so I had a reason to get healthy and be
I
here.
I'm hoping my baby Mab has a baby.
You never know.
She's the only one I got that can give me a grandchild. And they said that they were stopped smoking weed and they stopped, doing drugs
One day at a time.
and that just right there was like awesome because they were, they'd had the dabs and always stoned and shit.
You never know what will happen. Praying
Yeah,
does a lot of things.
it does. God is good.
He is.
And we get to we get to live this life. We get to practice being good here.
We do.
We
You know,
get to,
I wore a sweatshirt to the hospital today, and it said "Be kind." I
yeah,
have a sweatshirt that says "Be kind,"
yeah,
and one of the guys that took me to X-ray, he said, "You know what?" He said, "I really like your sweatshirt." He said, "My wife has really been on me about those two words." I said,
hmm
I said it only takes two words to turn
yeah,
your day around. He said, "You know what?" She says the same thing to me. I said, "It only takes two words."
yeah. It's like we went walking on our 5 mile walk. It's even on video. I'm walking with my wife, right? I see somebody, I walk over, I'm starting to talk to him, blah, blah, blah. And there's this Mexican lady down the street. She's got this huge pile of dirt. She dug up by hand, right? This older lady. And I have a tractor. I'm like, hey, you want me to come? I can take all this dirt for you. There's a sign that said free dirt. So I'm
Oh
going to go,
yeah, I remember. I remember hearing you
yeah.
say that.
So I'm going to go help her out. And then there's another guy up the hill that needs dirt. So I can take her dirt and give it to the other guy.
There you go. Spread the wealth.
Things. God gave me two good things to do with dirt.
There you did. There you go.
You can make good out of dirt.
Hey,
Adam,
my grandma always said, what did she used to say? Heads up, pick it up.
what's up, Adam? Are you're off to the side there. How are we going to get you in here? Uh, How about this?
There we go.
Stand by.
Where you go?
Hi.
What's going on? Are you there?
Yep, he left for a second.
Let me see if this mic.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
We can now.
we can hear you.
What's up, guys? How are you doing?
Hi.
We're
Good.
gonna-
How are you?
Let's see if we can make me smaller.
Make you smaller?
Yeah. I don't have too many.
Oh, goodness. Now you got all three of us on one side, so you can use this side. There you go.
There, we got the videos still. We can do this.
There, we can do this now.
So I saw that picture you sent me. I think I got that picture. But
I got a major echo going on. Am I echoing?
not on this side.
All right, let me try to fix it on my side.
All right. So we'll keep going a little bit here.
And she works for the Twisted Angels. She's also a Satanist, and also is connected with La Rosa and Dark Sonora. So then you got Luke Daley, detained, vehicle impounded. So he's detained, vehicle impounded. He's in connection to the Nancy Guthrie case because of that scenario and the SWAT on his house. What day? Friday the 13th, right?
Interesting, right? Friday the 13th.
And he's previously arrested with Kayla Day. And so when we go back over to Kayla and we look at the Satanist and the SEX, Fetish, the Satanists, I got to thinking, this is so strange. Why would sexually...
She got to thinking just like I'm thinking.
Why would Satanists that are sexually based, I call him that because he...
This guy.
Ugh.
Satan, right there. Yeah, man. This guy.
So I just want to ask a question. So have we gotten to the point where we think that they actually did this to her?
We don't have any proof of that. We don't have any evidence of that, but we do know that they're all connected.
Yeah, I know that. I know that they're all in this ring or whatever. Yeah, I know that.
All dark.
Yeah, we know that. I knew that.
Tommaso is right in there with them.
Who is?
Tommaso.
Oh, so he's part of it too?
Well, his band is playing in the same venue with the same DJ and the same Callella and the same...
Shut the front door.
Yeah, they're all... It's like a bar, right? You're all playing in a bar, you know, the same group of kids go to... It's the same group of people. Like when I was in... when we had our group of...
the whole rave bite light could be a real thing.
Yeah, the bite light. Yeah, it's a real thing.
So, Mab, I just sent you another email as well, and it shows as recently as I think late in 2025. It's got the flyers from the Rialto room, and it shows where the early Black is playing there. Yeah.
That whole thing. When I remember, I don't know if was I on with Daley or I don't remember. We were on a panel or something one night, and I said something about a rave, and I said, "Oh, what about an old rave bite light or something?"
Yeah. And his punk crew.
And now all of a sudden, this is actually like a real thing. Like, who in the world would have thought?
Well, all these people go to the same places. And
that's what I'm saying, though. Like, we all thought maybe it was a flashlight, and I was making a joke about some rave.
Oh, the bite light.
Yeah, like that's something that we seen back in the 90s and stuff, like at raves. But this is like stuff that might actually be happening at these places.
I've actually never been to a rape.
Well, it was a joke. I wasn't like speaking it into existence.
Right. But I've
Like
never
this
been
stuff has given me
mosh.
like goosebumps.
I had a girlfriend that was into metal, and like she would go to the mosh pits and stuff. But I've never been.
Well, I never went to that stuff either. I just knew people that went.
But this gets dark with Epstein.
Well,
And
yeah,
it's
we know everything about him is dark.
and it's Savannah that breaks
Was
it open.
involved.
She breaks it wide open.
And all this kind of stuff, right? Okay. Well, interesting enough, we've all talked about how Savannah interviewed Virginia Guthrie.
And we went out to Club Tramp. Prince Andrew got me alcohol. I was so young.
Look at her. Living in Australia. Living her
It's
best
just
life.
so sad.
Got a settlement from the royal family because she was abused as a child by these sadistic bastards. And this is what they did to her. And she never would have done that to herself. She got hit by a bus.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, who walks out in the middle of a bus? Never mind. Let me not just go there.
Yeah, we know what happened to her.
Just like Isaac Cappy fell off of a bridge, right?
Right. That's right. Poor thing.
Yeah.
Somebody
Keelan
wants
woke
an
me up in the
email,
morning and said,
Mab.
"You're going to meet a prince today." I didn't know at that point that I was going to be trafficked to that prince. And then that night, Prince Andrew came to her house in London. Alcohol. It was in the VIP section. I'm pretty sure it was vodka. Prince Andrew was like, "Let's dance together." And I was like, okay. And we leave Club Tramp. And I hop in the car with Keelan and Jeffrey. And Keelan said he's coming back to the house. And I want you to do for him what you do for Epstein. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that even royalty were involved.
And then, after she exposes this with Savannah, April 25th of 2025, she gets self-deleted, they say. However, she was scared they were going to kill her and said she wasn't even thinking of self-deleting, that she was happy, all this. She then gets hit by a bus, and within the week, she has self-deleted. I don't think any of us truly believe that.
Nope.
So what's interesting is in October of this past year, her book went ahead and came out anyway. When does Virginia Guthrie's memoir, Nobody's Girl, really?
That would be memoir. Memoir. Sounds
I
like
don't even think I can say that right now anyway.
memoir sounds like some kind of malware on your computer.
Meowware. Meow,
Memoir.
meow.
Memoir.
Memoir. Yeah, I can't even say it.
It's French, like Jouffre. It's not Guthrie.
Release. And it was October of 2025. Just a few months, actually, within 6 months of Nancy Guthrie being kidnapped or abducted. So we go from Savannah interviewing her to all of a sudden Virginia Guthrie's no longer here, but her book's still getting released. And I'm like, wow, she's the one that blew the whole Epstein thing open. And Savannah Guthrie gave her the voice, and we're dealing with these hoodlums that appear, don't mean they are, but they all appear directly connected to Satanism and sex. And who else is like that? I don't know. That little Cessna leaving out at 4:00 in the morning, and you say, well, Mama D, he's dead. How's he going to do retribution? Oh, really?
Jeffrey Epstein saga, and it's almost conclusive proof. It's as close to conclusive proof, I guess, as we can ever get that he's not dead. Jeffrey Epstein had his prostate removed. And how do
Get this, you guys? Jeffrey Epstein had no prostate, right? I didn't know this. but he got his prostate removed at some point in his life. So whoever was doing the cover up and the switcheroo missed that. And they do the autopsy, and they're describing his prostate, which he doesn't have. Doesn't even have a prostate. So how could they be doing an autopsy on a man with a prostate? Right? That tells you all you need to know.
Dead.
Exactly.
How do we know? Because it's in the Epstein files. Here it is. You have high testosterone and still have a need for Viagra because you don't have a prostate, right? Jeffrey Epstein. Correct. So he didn't have a prostate. Here's another one. A patient, Epstein, Jeffrey. This is from LabCorp. This is in the files. It says after radical prostatectomy, so he had a radical prostatectomy. This is from the autopsy of Jeffrey Epstein. His bladder had 5 milliliters of cloudy yellow urine. The prostate is slightly and diffusely enlarged with marked enlargement of.
How is his prostate anything? He doesn't have a prostate. How is the autopsy of Jeffrey?
It's the little things that get you, huh?
Nice. So who did they clone?
Some homeless guy, probably. It looked like him. I mean, it's all. I mean, he was probably Mossad, right? His old lady was. I mean, Ghislaine was Mossad. Her dad was Mossad.
That's disgusting.
Noting any condition of a prostate if he doesn't have it because it's been removed. How is that even possible? You tell me.
5 milliliters of cloudy yellow urine. The prostate is slightly and diffusely enlarged with marked enlargement of the vermilabitanum. The testes are unremarkable. Boy,
what?
Claiming that he had.
You're probably
What
gonna
did
have
he
to-
say?
Huh?
The what?
He was trying to say a word that he couldn't pronounce.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. I was like, what in the world did he just say?
the rewatch, but we're going to go back over here for a minute. I've got a few more minutes and I have some important things to show you. So we're going to go over to the websites and now we're digging deep. Okay. Let me see. Where do I want that off? All right. So
we're going to find out how Jeffrey Epstein got his start.
So do you think this was to go after Savannah or her husband?
Just to punish the Guthries, period. Savannah.
Just to punish them. Savannah, period.
In particular. Yep. I mean, what else?
About you, Adam?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, you know what? Believe it or not, I think my blood pressure's in the toilet at the moment.
Mab, so do you think that, and tell me again what the real guy's name is, because the reason I sent you that picture, I know you have it already, but it shows on there what he's going by. And at that point in time, he's going by a name of Mick Knox. So what is his name officially?
William Huebbe.
William Huebbe. Okay.
Yeah.
So
isn't that Kayla's husband?
Yeah,
yes.
I think
or
so.
was his husband or her husband at one time or something?
Up to the last thing I heard, it was they were present day working at the same tattoo place.
Oh, okay.
So Mab, what do you think? You know, obviously that guy's got sleeves, and we talked a little bit about it the other night. Do you think that there's a possibility that he could be the perp? He's got the tattoo on the underside of his right wrist, you know.
Yeah, he's tattooed from head to toe, basically.
Yeah.
Aren't they all?
Except for, just what shows under the shirt, right? So they can go get a job later after they get out of prison.
Yeah.
So who haven't they questioned? So they questioned Luke, Kayla.
They got Kayla still in the pen. I heard that Callella and Tommaso were kind of missing at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
think the monk, is it Monk's Intrigue?
Somebody in your chat would like your email, Mab.
My email is mabinvestigates@gmail.com. I even got a banner that says it. Whoops. It happened. Look, my thing does that. Then I have to do this to get it back. And it like StreamYard freaks out on me. And it blows my whole setup out. And now I have to do this again. Let's make a new one and see if I can.
You need us to go back and come back in?
No.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Add square. Wait. Add item. Camera slot. So there's a camera slot. Right.
While you're doing that, I just want to tell anybody that in the chat, thank you for praying for me.
Yeah, I want to point it out too. Last night was probably one of the most moving things, especially on our show that we've ever experienced. Where, Mab, you sent out that prayer to Jessica. So I just want to say hats off to you. You're a top-notch guy, and we really appreciate what you're doing.
Yes.
Just something I'd hope anybody would do, you know.
But guys, I got to jump off. I just wanted to say hello and thanks for everything you're doing, Mab.
All right, brother.
See ya.
See you next time.
I think I'm going to jump off too.
Okay.
All right. I'll talk at you later, guys. Thank you.
All right. Get better.
Bye, I will. Bye.
Bye. All right. We're back to us. Okay. Comments. Savannah's husband is in this. Savannah's husband was a Clinton fixer.
You can dig into this.
I have a picture of Savannah's husband with Clinton on Air Force One, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I got it somewhere.
This is the actual Facebook of Kayla. She says, ready to start over. You all know that her husband, right? His last name is Huebbe. Well, he was human trafficking and got caught and got sent to prison. I told you she's a Sagittarius. I also told you that she has on her Facebook that she works for Twisted Angels Alternative Model Group. And you can look, there's all kinds of events, right? All kinds of events. So they're quite busy and they have a lot of sponsors. You can get a Twisted Tour. Now, what I want to show you real quick is how they removed Kayla. So they forgot to do something. Let me make it smaller so you can see it all. They forgot to do something.
So this is the modeling group, Twisted Angels Alternative Modeling Group. Of which one? Oh, she's a conspiracy theorist. When she broke out the, I saw a Jim Carrey thing. I didn't look at it. And then when she broke out the tarot cards, I didn't want any part of that either. But she did do some digging on this, which is why I'm using it, because it was valuable in this case. But it's the first time I've ever seen her. I don't know what her name is, but it's 1111 True Crime. And she did do a lot of digging and work on this, so that's why I'm looking at it. Poor Jim Carrey. Those three pictures did look kind of different. But everybody's got doubles in that's high profile like that, right?
When they deleted Kayla off their website. So right down here, originally formed a small group of 6 tattoo, pierced, and otherwise modified models in the South Central, says Pennsylvania, trying to gain acceptance and work as alternative models. The Twisted Angels have grown over 400 members, including featured tattoo artists and featured photographers in 11 countries.
Dang, 11 countries. I do think there may be a deep state distraction, but I would rather focus on the Tucson groups. It's other people's work that she is showing. Everybody's, well, Sleuth Intuition is the one who did the original work on breaking this. And then I did some digging on my own and came up with some stuff. And this lady right here did some digging and came up with some stuff. But everybody that's on YouTube goes to other sources to find material that's already available to the public. So, oh, thank you. So I just add my spin on it, you know, add my take on what I'm seeing. And I skip over all the filler, right? I just want to get to the meat and potatoes of what we're talking about here. And the main meat of this is Twisted Angels Alternative Model Group. You know, they got these tattooed, kind of not mainstream models. They're really, you know, kind of BDSM type satanic modeling agency, if you will. So that's what was crazy about it. This is what she's showing you right here. Let me just share the screen with you. Meet the Angels. This, why does it do that? Something's wrong with my StreamYard, but this is the Lilith in Israel, leopard print blonde in Australia, Kiara, United States, Patty Cake, United Kingdom, Laura, Canada. Some of our current Twisted Angels. The widget to display the grid from our Instagram seems to not be working because Kayla was probably in there. Please visit our Twisted Angels models to see recent images of our Twisted Angels. Let's see if I got it on Instagram. No, this is a tattoo. This is the fetish ball. This is the La Rosa. So there's a bunch of stuff. This is the Twisted Angel modeling agency, where Kayla Day and the woman from in front of the Guthrie's house in Tucson. So the girl that was in front of Nancy's with the guy with the freaking camera that looks like it cost 20 grand was from the Twisted Angels Alternative Model Group. She was not starting a YouTube channel, like she told JLR. That was bullshit. And because of the theme of what they do, we don't know if they're not shooting a movie or they're shooting the ending of a movie or something dark and satanic that has to do with the Guthries, and all these people are tied to this BDSM satanic deal. And all of a sudden, these two pop up in front of Nancy's. I don't believe in coinky dinkies like that. I'm telling you, I just don't. Not gonna happen. Okay, so this is the. Okay, now this is Stellar Studios. This is also associated with these people. This is another thing I found out. This is Stellar Studios. So they have barbers, cosmetology, tattoos, piercings, careers, mobile app. So Stellar Studios is where Kayla and William work. I believe it's in Tucson. Join the team. Let's see. Google reviews. Oh, there it is right there. It shows the parking lot and everything. Stellar Barber Studio. May 14th, 2025. From 6 months ago, February 28th, 2025. But yeah, this is it right here. Doesn't show the address though, but I know it's in Tucson. So if anybody, yeah, Kiki. We can try phone calls. I've never, I mean, we can try phone calls because I have a number, and let me see if I can put it up there. Here's the StreamYard one. Here's the number right here. But I can put it on a banner too. Edit. How do I save that? Oh, save. Got it. So that number on the bottom of the screen is my number for this. And I think I have to add it to the stage. So let me do that. Because I think it has to be added to the stage, but then I'd have to stop the screen. I should be able to do them both at the same time. I don't think I have to add it to the screen. I think I can do this too. There's a lot going on here. I can't even see you guys when I'm messing with all this other stuff. Let me get back to the comments. All right. Let's see, comments. There I am. Show comments on stage. There they are. She found the info that Tommaso and Mijito appear at the same venue within 10 days of each other. No, but they even shorter than that. It was like within one weekend of each other. And you're talking about this woman? When she busted out the tarot cards, I was like, I don't think so. That's kind of witchery right there, in my opinion. So, yeah. I'm going to get my phone to see if I can call my phone number. I walk 5 miles a day to get sore like I am. Boy, I sure felt better after walking all that way every day for the last 7 or 8 days. I skipped one day last weekend and today, but it's nice because it just makes you feel better. Let's see if I can do this. My number is 831 316 4737. What? Mab. Hello. Hello. Wait. It's connecting. I just pressed 1. Hello? Didn't work. Okay, I got some practice to do on this. Let's see. Sorry, you guys. I'm making guinea pigs out of you. 4737. Map. Hello. Hello. Yeah. I think it works. Peace. It's connected. All right. All right. Sure, Jim. You want to call in? So I'm going to shut some shit down here. That way I can react quickly. All right. Cool. We got phone now. Yeah, I think they took her out. Sucks, but poor thing. But I wanted to show the another part of this, where the important part. Let's just cut all the bullshit. And I don't typically like to just. I do not think he's Kiki's photographer. I think he's Kiki's boy. Is younger than DJ Mijito. I think the photographer works for the agency because they all work for this Twisted Angels alternative modeling group, and he's a photographer for that group. So I'm sure he takes pictures of all kinds of chicks, and she's just one of them. And she definitely looks like the one that was. Hello,
Jim.
Jim.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Come on, man. You there, Jim? It's not letting me see the
Call
numbers.
from
Jim. There. There you go. You there? It didn't work. Crap. It wouldn't let me press 1. I gotta figure this out better. Let's see. I don't want it doing that. One-click dialing. Register Google Voice so it can make calls in your browser when you click the phone number link. All right. So I should be able to call you back, Jim. Let's see. 304. Let's see. Can I call that? Oh. One 158. Hello. I mean, I don't know how to do this. The mic is not working. I guess it says the mic wasn't working. Internal microphone I want. Ringing, internal speakers. Okay. Now, let's see, hold on. Well, I'm not going to make you guys go through this. I'll figure it out on my own. Yeah, I know, because my microphone wasn't the right one. Mrs. Mab and I we'll get it figured out for the next show. Yeah, Mijito Michael. Exactly. That's what I got too. But what I wanted to show you guys is when it gets to this one part that shows first let's remove that and then the stop screen. Got to be a better way to do this because I see other people that are on like playing like games like Benny Johnson, right? He has like 25 tabs open. He can just click one and it comes up. Why can't I do that? Well, I guess if I was doing my window, I could, huh? So let's see, entire screen. If I share the entire screen, you guys should be able to see what I'm seeing, right? Like, you should be able to see that. No, you're not. Because that's in the way. So if we take that out of the way, it's me again. But if I hit this, you don't see that. Oh, because I got to share the screen again. You can only show the entire screen, but there's nothing on the screen. Window. Chrome tab. Let's do this again. All right, we're back on track after I lost half of the people.
Or I should say over here, let's see what they're about. This is where Kayla works. We are a group that inspires innovation and artistic freedom and encourages all to reach their creative potential.
This is the Psycho Modeling Agency.
Founded November 2011, which is interesting because 11.
And you know what? I'm going to have an intro video. I'm going to have an outro video. I'm going to have like shit behind me. And it's going to be all professional one day. And I'll be a pro, right? I just ain't there yet. And I don't give a damn.
Month and it's the 11th year, whatever. Twisted Angels is a model management company that inspires innovation and artistic freedom. We create share opportunities with the angels. Does this remind you of like a dirty version of the Romanian angels? Oh, all about beauty pageants and models. What a great way. It's the little ones. And it goes on to talk about Hillary. It goes on to talk about all these political people. 911 times. Isn't that interesting?
Oh, yeah. Pizzagate. Oh, and isn't that interesting? She brings up a good point about pizza. Remember when the pizza, you know what pizza stands for, right? In the PDF world, pizza stands for that stuff. And how weird that just pizza, somebody ordered pizza to the Guthrie house, but nobody seemed to know who it was for. They just blamed it on somebody from JLR's chat, but how do we know that?
So then I thought it was interesting because we've all been talking about Pizzagate, which was debunked, then undebunked when the files got released, right? Because they said pizza over 911 times. Isn't that interesting? 911.
She got a conspiracy for everything. 1111. That must mean something. All right, buddy. You're dipping out on the Pizzagate tip. Well, we're getting past that, but I wanted to just see something else.
For pizza and grape soda again, no one else can understand, said the redacted. Odd. Authorities in Poland have opened an investigation into the Jeffrey Epstein in 2019. Yeah, we know that's not true. Awaiting trial, blah, blah, blah. Symbols and claims exist in the record that Epstein. Listen.
Here's what I wanted to get to. This is how Epstein got a start. He was a hitchhiker.
He was born into a Jewish family in Brooklyn, New York in 1953. His upbringing was culturally Jewish, although there was evidence he practiced Judaism in a devout or orthodox sense. Instead, his worldview appeared to be shaped more by secular interests, particularly in science, power, and the manipulation of the human potential, most notably through his fascination with transhumanism. Epstein's connection to Judaism seemed to have been more utilitarian than spiritual. Associates like Stephen Hoffenberg, a former business partner, claimed Epstein leveraged his Jewish identity to forge connections with influential figures such as retail magnate Leslie Wexner and media tycoon Robert Maxwell, which is Ghislaine Lane's dad. Okay, the Madam X. That's Maxwell's daughter, both of whom shared that. Okay. However, this appears to be a strategic move rather than the reflection of deep religious convictions. Some would argue that Epstein's lavish lifestyle, criminal activities further suggested detachment from the moral and ethic tenets of the organized faith, but that means they would be unfamiliar with the certain stream of Talmudic Judaism of which Epstein was part of. So it's a worship of Mammon. And Leslie Wexner, this is the part I want to read.
Okay, so Mammon equals money. The worship of money. That's what Mammon is.
Jeffrey Epstein's relation with Leslie Wexner, the billionaire founder of L Brands and the man behind retail giants like Victoria's Secret and Bath & Body Works, stands as one of the most significant and enigmatic connections in Epstein's life. Their affiliation, which spanned nearly 2 decades, provided Epstein with wealth, influence, and a veneer of legitimacy that fueled his rise in elite circles, while also raising questions about Wexner's role in Epstein's shadowy empire. As an adult, Wexner has maintained a connection to Judaism primarily through philanthropy, rather than public display of faith. He and his wife, Abigail, have been significant benefactors to Jewish causes, most notably through the Wexner Foundation, established in 1984. The foundation focuses on developing Jewish leadership funding programs to the Wexner's Heritage Program and graduate fellowships for blah, blah, blah. Okay, the two met in 1980s, introducing their through mutual acquaintances in New York financial Jewish philanthropy networks. Wexner, a Columbus, Ohio-based magnate known for his reserved demeanor, was unlikely match for the brash, self-styled financier Epstein. Yet in 1989, Epstein had become Wexner's financial advisory and confidant, managing his vast fortune.
So how did that happen? He just happens to just meet this dude and ends up managing his vast fortune. Bizarre.
Estimated at $1 billion at the time. Epstein's lack of traditional Wall Street pedigree made this arrangement unusual, but his charm and promises of outsized whatever. Epstein's influence over Wexner deepened quickly. In 1991, Wexner granted Epstein power of attorney, an extraordinary move that Epstein sweeping control over Wexner's assets.
So do you think Epstein had something on Wexner or what? For him to turn over $1 billion portfolio for him to run? Meanwhile, he's got a Mossad agent. He finds her. Between the two of them, they set up the most lucrative honeypot scheme in the entire planet.
Properties and even charitable trusts. This included oversight of the Wexner Foundation, which funded Jewish leadership programs and access to luxurious properties like the Manhattan Tower House on East 70, whatever. Epstein also managed Wexner's private jet, dubbed the Lolita Express.
Oh, so it was Wexner's jet, the Lolita Express. It's probably Wexner's island, too.
The relationship was mutual benefit for years. Wexner's wealth and reputation gave Epstein credibility, enabling him to attract other high-profile clients and build his mystique of financial genius. Buckle up, folks, because we're diving into the cesspool of Lex Wellner's soul. And remember, this is an author. I already read you our legal thing that there's nothing tying anybody to demonic, whatever. Okay.
Now here's where it gets interesting.
The retail tycoon who built an empire on lingerie and lies, and apparently a little help from a demonic hitchhiker. In 1985, New York Magazine piece dripped with the smugness of secular elite puffery. Winnick's at Slip, a confession so wild it made Pentecostal preachers' hair stand on end. He claimed he's been possessed.
I agree, Joe. We just need to get her home,
Since childhood by
trans this and trans that.
By a Dybbuk, a Jewish folklore fiend straight out of the pit, a disembodied spirit that latches into sinners like a tick on a hound. And this isn't a metaphor. This is Wexner crowing about his personal demon like it's his MVP. Picture this: Wexner lounging in the Columbus, Ohio field, whatever, tells the world that Dybbuk wakes him up every morning, tweaking and clawing at his soul, driving him to devour companies and stack cash like dragons hoarding gold. He calls it the train, a restless molten torment. His daddy saw him as a kid. Oh, but it gets better. Wexner, I'd say worse, but Wexner says the Hellspawn ditched him for a while, only to slink back to him in 1977. Apparently the demon had somewhere else to be. That's when the demon lit a fire under him to change his life, turning him into the corporate glutton who later bankrolled Jeffrey Epstein's.
I'm not sure if Wexner testified before the committee, but I'm sure it was all a scam, right? I mean, if he's not in jail, and she's not in jail, and he's not dead, everything else is moot. M-O-O-T, if you know what I mean.
Depravity. The die bunk is a Jewish folklore entity so steeped in malice it can give the devil himself a run for his money. This isn't some charming ghost tale. It's a sinister force, a disembodied spirit with a vendetta latched onto the living like a parasite from the pit. If you're tempted to dismiss it as mere superstition, you do well to heed scripture and face the reality of what's at play. Rooted in the Judaism mysticism, think Kabbalah and the shadowy edges of Talmud. The die bunk
Talmud, not Talmud. Talmud.
is a soul gone astray, too wicked to. Anyway, it goes on and on and on.
It's the Kabbalah.
And it talks about how Jeffrey also is into this. Okay? And then
there it is. Dark Sonora and the Unfull Holy Events present the Tucson Fetish Ball, February 7th, 2026.
Back to the unholy events. Boom.
Yeah.
Where does it say it, y'all? Did you get the Bitcoin? We're waiting on our end for the transaction.
So I think Epstein, they're all pieces of shit, right? Angel, I lived through this and I'm a survivor. Well, good on you, darling, because I'd like to catch some son of a bitch doing that to somebody, anybody, you know, just unleash that wrath and just beat the living shit out of them. Thing is there's people who like to get the shit kicked out of them. That's the problem. I had a kid that was my stepbrother. They were two stepkids that my mother's husband adopted before he met my mother. Casey and the hell's the other kid's name? Casey was the freaking weirdo. They were both weirdos. Casey was the essayer of one of my little girl nieces that I took care of when I was 20. And his brother was the kid that wanted to get his ass kicked. Like he liked it. So how are you going to punish somebody like that? It was bizarre. That's who we're dealing with when we're dealing with these types of people. They're broken from, and you know, maybe they were tortured and essayed and AR'd when they were children. Wexner gave Epstein a $50 million piece of real estate in New York. Yeah, I mean he gave Epstein power of attorney over his whole damn estate of billions of dollars, and the Lolita Express. So that was where he got started. And then when he hooked up with Ghislaine, now he's got Mossad, and then he becomes Mossad probably and CIA. And so they start the biggest honeypot operation in history outside of dipshit Diddy. I mean, these guys had, you know, the high end royalty, Saudi princes, presidents, congressmen, yada, yada, yada. Epstein or Diddy just had, you know, a bunch of low life, rich people that were just gangsta idiots with a bunch of money. And that was it. But in my opinion, Epstein had, I've been through I have the Epstein files. I'll pull it up right. I can pull it up right here. There's millions and millions of documents. And I've gone through them for a few hours myself. And I was going to do a thing on it, but Guthrie thing got in front of it. And I was going to do an Epstein show or series. And then Guthrie got in front of it, but I may do it anyway. But he had his hands in everything. And like he was running the damn planet practically, and it was just bizarre. It was just totally bizarre. If you guys know a guy named Asmongold on YouTube, he has like millions of subscribers. And I used to watch him when he was like a little dude, when he like had 100,000 subscribers. And he's just this dude that sits in, just like me sitting here. He ain't got no fancy background or nothing. He just reacts to shit on YouTube and or current events shit. And he's got all these millions of subscribers, and you know he's just rich. So I'm giving it a shot my own damn self. And usually, you know, when I get my teeth into something, I don't quit until I make it. All right, so I might be 87 years old sitting here and still doing the same thing. My dad's 87 and he still works every single day writing patent applications. He wrote the patents for Gmail. He wrote the patents for VoIP, voice over IP, for Genesis Telecommunications. I invented stuff like DVR and like the shit you see on your YouTube videos where it's transcribing it as you're listening to it. That was my invention. Summarizing YouTube videos from voice to give you a summary of what's in the video. I invented that. So I invented a bunch of shit and I sold it all. And yeah, I made some bucks for a minute there. But yeah, that was in another. Can't bear to read them. I can't either.
That's kind of.
I think that's about it for her. And then she comes up with. What does she come up with? Same shit. Yeah. Oh, now we got this guy, but it's the same shit we already covered. Da 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 da. This is all the same shit. But you know what's funny? I go to the interview room. These high-end guys, like the interview room, right? You got Chris McDonough, you got Dr. Gary Picado, and a couple of other retired detectives. And they're still spending hours arguing about and talking about freaking Wi-Fi jammers and shit like that. It goes on for 3 hours. Now, you guys are way behind. You're way behind. You're way behind the ball. So there's like 3 or 4 of us out here that are talking about this. And what's his name just started. I mean, I think Sleuth was the first one to break it, and then everybody else jumped on it. But like Early Black, look, February 1st, 2025. 1 year ago, Early Black. That's Tommaso's band. There he is. This ain't some band that played in some ancient time far, far away. This is shit that happened like recently. This is shit that happened recently. He was in bed with all of these people recently at the same venues and the same twisted ass places that all the rest of these bastards were. So yeah. What else can I show you? Nothing really more that we know. They're sick and satanic bondage types. This is the La Rosa venue. Mama. This is the March 8th, 2026. So there's still Mama Mania, La Rosa. That's the venue that Dark Black, where the hell it's called, Tommaso's band plays at. Event details. Mama Mania. Dancing Queen. Transported back to the 70s with ABBA tribute. That would be actually kind of fun to go. ABBA. You know, my phone automatically connects to my music sometimes, and it's always Dancing Queen that comes on my damn phone. You can dance, you can fly, that girl, that baby dancing queen. Oh man, I make myself laugh. But Mijito is a contradiction of a phrase of Mijito, which translates literally my little son or my dear son. My dear one or my dear son. Because I know that Nina is girl, Nino's the boy, Mijito, Spanish or Hispanic, correct? Yeah. Mijito, as a person would say that doesn't know how to speak Spanish. But when you're in California for any amount of time, you end up learning how to say que tengo when can I say it now? Tequen buen día. Anyway, I know how to say have a good day to the Mexican folk. Tequen. I can't say it right now though because my face is hurting. But we got this, that. I'm just seeing if there's anything you guys need to see extra that I've already shown you. But I think we're done for the night. August 1st, 2025, early black. Okay, so that's how recent it's been. You know, it's not Tommaso had a band back in the day. Tommaso had a band now.
Guys have done an amazing job, which is Monk Intrigue and Sleuth Intuition and Mama D.
Monk Intrigue, not Monk Intrigue. She doesn't know how to enunciate her words.
Gonna help them. All right, so we've got this Friday, August 1st, 2025, early black right here. And then Mijito is the week before. So they're connected. They're definitely all connected. So now let's talk about the nasties out there. Scorch. This dude is one of the co-creators of the venue, Scorched. Well, they're there. They're in the videos. She's on her knees. I can't really show you. It's so graphic.
I could show you. I made a fucking thumbnail out of it. In fact, where is it? Where is it? Oh, look at this picture of Mr. Guthrie. Let me get it over here to you guys. Wanted you to see this. I'm going to find a way to do this faster and easier. This is bullshit. Nope. 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 What was I just? Oh, I know what I want. I want a window, dummy. That guy. All right, here's this guy. That's Epstein right there. One of these guys is Mr. Guthrie. Okay. Savannah's husband. And I'm not sure which one, but it's one of these two guys. So, I mean, there's connections there, right? So, in conclusion, my best guesstimate of what happened is that Mr. Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell poofed themselves out of jail and poofed themselves out of being dead and poofed themselves probably back onto the island and decided to get a little revenge. And they're so tightwadish that they probably got one of these idiots or more than one of these idiots to do something to Mrs. Nancy Guthrie so that they could get back at Savannah out of spite. And nobody's going to make a dime. That's my guess. I could be wrong. I can sing too. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. My new, oh yeah. That's going to be my new. Oh, to that girl, that baby Jackson Queen. No, I'm going to make I've been writing in my head, I've been writing kind of a rap for my intro song for the channel. And it's going to be cool. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be badass. All right. So you're not going to want to miss that. So I think that's about it for me, guys, tonight. It's 2 hours, 6 minutes, 26 seconds. Got 33 of you left here. I'm glad you guys hung with me this far. Things are only going to get bigger and better from here on out. When I plan on doing something, I do it. I don't mess around. So it's going to get better, bigger, cooler. And I ain't going to change into somebody else when I succeed. I was the same when I was making $1.35 an hour than I was when I made $680,000 in one day. I didn't change one bit. I just stayed the same. I was born this way, and there's no amount of money that could make me different. So there you got it. There you go. So with that said, I just want to say thank you to all you guys for coming out here and giving me a shot and checking it out. And I will be working on the next one tomorrow, mañana. So I'm going to get out of here while Mrs. Mab's still awake. She's got another 22 minutes before she goes to bed. So, peace. I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Later.